That's through. Not from the middle of the bat, but still raised the way to the boundary. He gets off the mark with that boundary, the Indian captain.
He sliced that beautifully.
That's a scoring area for Mahendra Singh Dhoni. It's batting on 44.
Now, just short. Just short. Eyes must have lit up everybody. It's well short of him though. But this really would have been the game for Australia almost.
And Dhoni's heart would have been in his mouth. Not exactly where he intended, just sliced it. Thin carry to the deep point fielder. The slip coming in. Look at Shane Watson. He knows how important that wicket is in the context of the game. Mitchell Johnson in his 8th over, 3 for 40. Would have easily been 4 for 40.
Worked away fine. Just come back to that game a little later. These are important runs for India. And Dhoni picked his spot beautifully and brings up the 50 for the Indian captain. Always a man to depend on when the Indian team is under crisis. More runs. Looking for the Yorker, doesn't get it right. And Dhoni going hard at that. Flies off the outside edge. Another boundary. And the crowd finally getting into it. There's the short delivery and there's a big gap. Boy, can he strike the ball. It's out of here. First 6 for Dhoni.
Well, it's amazing, isn't it? The first 6 of this match has come off the 40th over. And this is what I was talking about here. I think MS Dhoni will start to strike the boundaries, put a little bit more pressure on Xavier Doherty here.
Again, it's flat. And it's in the gap. Boundary to end the over. 13 runs of the over. It's 215 for 6.
Oh, down the ground, powerfully struck. And into the crowd. Oh, well, that's Dhoni at his best. Maintaining a great shape when playing it. And just the power clearing the boundary.
Yes, I think he read what Watson was going to bowl. In the previous over, there were a couple of short deliveries which had been pulled away for boundaries. So read him quite correctly that he was going to pitch the ball up.
Oh, he's got that fine. And into the boundary. He was looking to walk across and play it fine. He's done exactly that. 13 of the over, 244 for 7. And Dhoni clears it off. Only just. And starts the over with a boundary. I think they'll target this over. They want a big one. They want a 15-20 run over. He gets some bat on it. 100 for the Indian captain. And once again, when his team needed it, he's got the runs. 9th 100 in one-day internationals. And 102 of 107 balls for MS Dhoni.
And this happens to be the first century by an Indian in one-day internationals here at the PCA ground in Mohali. Tendulkar's got out for 99. Oh, this man, Superman, there's no question about it. Trying to take the first run with Virat Kohli. He had some problems, whether it was with the ankle or the hamstring. We still don't know. And it looked for a moment that he would be handicapped.
That's up in the air. He's mistimed it. And should be taken. Oh, put down. It's his counterpart who's put that down. It went miles up in the air. But he had enough time to get underneath it. Just asking for another bat, Dhoni.
The mid-off was in. And that's why he's looking to go over that fielder. But he sliced it. And, I think he might have been just a little too anxious, the Australian captain. Dhoni was well past the umpire, so he ran quickly back to get the strike back. Nothing's going right for Watson after that wicket of Rohit Sharma. Nothing's going right.
Yes, a couple of drop catches. He's got to keep his cool. He's an experienced man. And could this prove costly, because Dhoni's back on strike. Down the ground. 4 more. That's gone like a rocket. It really is adding insult to injury. I gets hold of that. 6. Way back into the crowd. Gee, backs himself. Got the opportunity to get under it, and it went many a mile.
Well, there's very little margin for error when you're bowling to somebody like Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Watson might have thought he'd bowled it wider, so he wouldn't be able to get under the ball. But the bottom hand coming into play. George Bailey has already conceded 10 runs.
Wide. Margin for error so little when you're bowling to this field. On his way to Dhoni. And a boundary of the first ball. Swung away on the onside. This really is a tremendous innings. Once again showing his ability to wait and be there at the final over of the innings. And a helicopter shot. It goes many a mile once again. This is brilliant batting. Just a subtle adjustment, 6 inches back in the crease. And the wind up to send the ball away.
What a shot. There it is, he's standing deep in the crease, and then the helicopter shot comes into play. Once again the bottom man. There it is, the helicopter shot. Wow. It's got deep into the crowd.
10 of the over. Goes again. Make it 6 more. 16 of the over. He wants to finish in style. India push towards 300. Have a look at the crowd.
And what a shot again. If the previous one was on the onside, this one's on the offside. You can't keep this man quiet. Wow.
Well, they're loving it. Where's he going to go now? He wants to. There is a run out here. No. Dhoni will keep the strike. It's come out, and this is a terrific comeback. 154 for 6 at one stage. But what a knock from the captain. Final ball of the innings. Flicked away. In the gap. 1 bounce over the boundary. And what a finish this is. Captain Cool just strides out of the park. 139 of just 121 balls. And how's that for an innings? Simply magnificent. India have gone past 300. 303 for 9 from 50.